Are you scrolling through how to make money online videos, trying everything they say and still not seeing a single extra dollar in your bank account? Well, if you're watching this, chances are you're in a starting over chapter of your life, maybe in your 40s, wondering, how do I actually increase my income now? First, let me tell you this, you're not alone. A lot of us are hitting reset at this stage in life, and trust me, it's more common than you think. I went from knowing nothing about making money online, zero tech skills, no audience, no clue, to making thousands of dollars a month from my online income sources, working from anywhere and living abroad. And I started all of it at 40. The content creators you follow, they're making money using the exact strategies I'm about to show you today. How do I know? Because I use them too. I'm going to show you what actually works to make real money online in your 40s without spending a single dime up front, without being tech savvy, and without needing to go viral. Let's talk about why most people fail at this and how you're going to make it differently. Here's the trap. You think you need to be flashy, young, or already successful to make money online. But the real problem is you're trying to copy systems that made for 20-year-olds with zero responsibilities and all day to build a personal brand. But let's be real for a moment. You've got bills to pay, maybe kids, aging parents, and zero time for fluff. But here's the good news. Being in your 40s actually gives you an edge. You've got life experience, reliability, and skills you probably don't even realize people are willing to pay for. So if you're thinking this might be too late for you, it's not. This could be the beginning of something very real and exciting. So here is what you don't need. You don't need money upfront, a fancy setup, or a huge following. What you do need is the right strategy and consistency to stick with. That's what I'm going to show you today. Everything I walk you through is beginner friendly, and if I could build this from scratch at 40, you absolutely can too. These online income streams changed my life. So let's break down 5 ways to start making money online right now with zero investment and how to pick the one that fits your life. First, let's start with my 3-step formula. Create content, analyze the results, and monetize. That's it, because clarity comes from doing, not overthinking. But the key to unlocking these online income sources is creating content, but not just any content, and you need to understand this. If you're not in pet niche, stop posting your dog. If your violin lessons has nothing to do with your main topic, cooking, leave it out. The truth is, social media is not your diary. Every single post needs a purpose. And yes, I know this works because I use these strategies myself. Now, let me tell you what most YouTuber experts don't. Followers and views don't equal income. I've seen creators with millions of followers struggling to monetize, while others with just a few thousands are earning steady, serious income. Why? It all comes down to how you set up your income streams. But before we dive in, let's get clear on what digital products actually are. Think of things like eBooks, downloadable guides, online courses, or printable journals, anything someone can access digitally. These are what I call high-ticket income streams. Why? Because you take your knowledge, your unique experience, and you package it into something people can buy over and over again without needing to recreate it every single time. You write it once, you film it once, and after that, well, it sells on its own. Imagine waking up to an email that says, "Congratulations, you've just enrolled a new student." That's the power of digital products. They work in the background, quietly generating income while you focus on other things. Now, I know the idea of creating an online course can sound overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. I've helped many clients turn their everyday skills into real, profitable courses. One client, a personal stylist, created a course called Building Up a Wardrobe That Works for You. It was based on the exact process she used with her one-on-one clients: how to dress with confidence, simplify your closet, and define your personal style without following trends. Her audience loved it because it was practical, empowering, and saved them time and money. And the best part, she now earns consistently from that course every single month with no extra effort. And before you say, "But I don't have anything to teach," let me stop you right there. You do. We just need to uncover it. Everyone has something valuable to offer. Even if you've spent years raising kids, switching careers, or have gaps in your resume, those experiences hold real value. With a bit of clarity and creativity, we're going to find a great niche for your digital product people actually need. Now, here's the most important part when choosing your course topic. The most impactful digital products, the ones that truly connect, are born from your own transformation. A struggle you faced, a challenge you overcame, that's where the magic is. Just take a look at my top performing videos. They all started with something real I went through. Starting over in your 40s with no job and knowledge, to how to manage your money and invest it. These are the videos that I needed to watch back at the time when I was going through that difficult period in my life. So your best digital product is the one that you're creating for the younger version of yourself who needed it at the time. What you've lived through, those lessons, experiences and insights, they are gold for someone else. And if you're keeping it all to yourself, you're not just holding back on your own potential, you're holding back on helping someone who truly needs it. You don't need to be a world-class expert to teach. You just need to be a few steps ahead of someone who's still figuring it out. That's more than enough to make an impact. And here's the best part. You don't need fancy equipment to do this. I recorded my very first course using my iPhone. Then I uploaded everything to a course platform that took care of the rest. Hosting, payments, and access. I'll link the platform I used below so you can check it out. Next, let's talk about ebooks. If building a full online course feels like too much right now, an ebook is a simpler, more approachable place to start. In fact, one of my very first digital products was a short ebook on how I started earning income through real estate. It took just a few weeks to put together, and it's continued to sell passively ever since. The secret to a successful ebook: solve a specific problem your audience is facing. Here's how mine came to life. I bought my first property with zero experience. I made a lot of mistakes and I learned a lot. And then I went on to buy my first investment property. Eventually, I started investing in rates too. Along the way, people kept asking me, can I get started in real estate with a small budget? And instead of answering the same questions over and over again, I turned my experience into a guide. That guide became an ebook, simple, clear, and useful. Once your ebook is written, you can design it easily using Canva. They offer beautiful free templates that look incredibly polished. Or if you'd rather hand that part off to a graphic designer, find one on Fiverr. I did this for my hardcover book about budgeting. I paid a designer to create a catchy yet minimalist cover for my book, and it turned out beautifully. Let's move on to one of the simplest and easiest way to create income, and that's online consultations. This is something you can start right away without needing to create any complicated digital products. It's all about offering your expertise in a Zoom call. I have to say, consultations are one of my absolute favorite income streams. I love them because while creating content online can sometimes feel a bit distant and detached, consultations bring a personal touch. You put out content, interact with your audience in the comments, but you don't always get that true connection. Consultations, on the other hand, give me that chance to actually meet my followers, hear about their challenges, and offer tailored advice to help them overcome their specific struggles. And here's the real magic. They're a goldmine for discovering digital product ideas. If you notice people asking the same question over and over again, well, that's your next digital product. And the best part, well, getting started is just so easy. You simply need a platform to schedule your meetings and you're good to go. I will link the website I use to schedule my meetings, sell my ebooks and my courses in the description below. It's very easy to set up and you can start offering consultations today. Now that we've covered high-ticket items like consultations, ebooks, and courses, let's shift gears and talk about some other ways to create additional income streams online. First up, Google AdSense, of course. This is the passive income you earn from those little video ads YouTube places on your content. Once you hit 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers, YouTube will start placing ads on your videos and they share a percentage of the profit with you. It's truly passive income income stream, videos you upload today can continue earning ad revenue for years to come. Next, brand sponsorships. This is when brands pay you to promote their products in your videos. And here's the thing, you don't need a massive following to get sponsored. Even small channels with highly engaged niche audience can land brand deals. What brands care about most is engagement, how your audience interacts with your content, not just your subscriber count. That's very important. Affiliate marketing is another great option. This is where you recommend a product, and if someone buys through your link, you earn a commission. For example, I include links to some of my video equipment I use in every video description, and Amazon sends me a small percentage when someone purchases through my link. That's very easy. And if you're creative, selling physical products is another avenue to explore, whether it's handmade crafts, custom designed t-shirts, journals, or other merchandise. You can sell your creations online. I still prefer KDP because I love writing books. If you'd like to learn more about this income stream, let me know in the comments down below. Now, here's the thing, all of these income streams depend on having an audience, and your content is your goldmine. But don't get caught up thinking you need millions of followers. It's about building a community that knows, likes, and trusts you. But let me tell you something, the internet is full of information about making money online, and it's usually written by younger people and targeted towards the younger generation. What's often missing is the perspective that speaks to us, those of us with life experience, refined skills, and a bit more time to finally pursue something of our own. So with just a bit of creative thinking and direction, we can absolutely find the perfect niche for your online business. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What income idea speaks to you the most? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you're ready to take your first step toward financial freedom and build your own digital income stream, I've created something just for you. You can download your practical guide to passive income right now, completely free. The link in the description down below. To learn more on how to build a passive income, click on this video right here.